Hello Exiles, welcome to the Inflation League. This league might be the craziest one. We got after a Sentinel and Harvest. Pretty much player power went through the roof thanks to the newest indices, and we can make pretty much any skill work. So behold, this is a screen-wide Shock Nova build. Probably to nobody's surprise, we are playing with a very balanced boots. They reworked this league. Ralakesh's Impatience, those boots alone are on a tier of Mage Blood, maybe even better. If you have at least 2 brain cells left in your body, you should be able to make any build work as long as you just slam these boots on. So how do we get such a big ARV effect? Well, we are scaling endurance charges on the tree and some pieces of the equipment. New charms give 6 area of effect and 4 chaos resistance per endurance charge. So with just charms we cap chaos resistance and have 162% increased area of effect. Busted! We are playing with Arn's Anguish. This belt allows us to generate brutal charges that are equal to the endurance charges. Each brutal charge gives 3% chance to deal triple damage. So in conclusion, this belt alone is doubling our damage input. But now we have to find a way to generate endurance charges since they will just convert to brutal charges. We are doing this with 2 ways. First is a red blade banner on a weapon swap with Enduring Cry, and the other is a small cluster jewel with Enduring Composure. So during the mapping we are getting hit and the Enduring Compulsor is doing the work, and during boss fights we just weapon swap. Cry and weapon swap back. You might have noticed that on most of the boss fights I do not have brutal charges. Well, I bought the shield after killing them, so it is what it is. Damage was enough for them to never hit me, so I do not complain. But it will be fixed once you get the shield and a higher level than me, which is 93. I don't really like playing with a Warcry without call to arms. The damage shown in Path of Building is 4 to 5 millions depending on a shock. However, we double that number since Shock Nova can overlap with itself. If you didn't know, Shock Nova can hit 2 times as long as enemy is in the middle of the skill. And it's really easy to do once you have a screen-wide area of effect. So how about the defense of the build? Well, we have 90% Fizz reduction, capped chaos resistance. Also, we are block capped with glancing blows. And the most important one is Blood Notch Jewel with immutable force. This combo feels illegal to play. We are Inquisitors, so curses are 2 times weaker on us, and we have a really nice life rigging that allows us to slam our F in for that sweet damage buff. Oh, and for elemental reduction we are also playing with 3 resistance flasks just for 20% less damage taken. Let's talk about the gear. The spotlight of the equipment for sure takes the staff, plus 2 endurance charges and plus 1 to maximum power charges. Scaling power charges is nice because we have Inner Conviction node from Timeless Jewel. Okay, how to craft this? It's a fairly simple craft and a cheap one at that. First, buy a base with 84 item level. I'm pretty sure there are none on the market with Shaper influence, so add any influence, for example Redeemer, and then roll with a Harvest crafting until you hit a Shaper one. Then it's an Essence spam time with Essence of Misery for a cast speed, until you hit plus 1 endurance charges. Fill your suffixes. Then suffixes cannot be changed into Veiled Chaos Orb for spell damage. It's 50% chance to hit it. And finish it with plus 2 to level of socketed support gems. We are playing with Empower support, so this craft slaps. Helmet and gloves are just stat stick with life and attributes. Amulet is Replica Dragonfang's Flight with plus 3 to level of all Shock Nova gems. And 2 pretty rings. To make these, find Fractured Base, catalyst it, spam Essence of Scorn until you hit decent suffix. In my case it was Dexterity since we are lacking it. Then suffixes cannot be changed into Veiled Chaos Orb for life, and just craft mana cost craft. The build feels nice to play, area of effect is nice, damage is decent, and so defense. However, it is not a tornado shot. This build is by no means a cost-efficient one, but my own creation that I'm proud of. And a hipster off-meta build. As of today, every time I make build it's gonna be for sale. It will speed up the process of selling everything separately. So in the end, I will be able to make more videos and more builds in the league. Check the description if you are interested. My estimate for the cost of the build is 150 Divine Orb. I hope you are enjoying this League, Exiles. Please leave a like, comment, and remember, Path of Exile is brutal, so get a helmet, deal with it, and stay safe, Exiles.